Hey, I'm having a lot of money on you, man.
Well, you, you getting ready to be a rich nigga.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, y'all know what time it is. Talking cash,
Talking cash.
asking for a friend.
Asking for a good friend.
Yep, this Jeff Knows Money.
This Mojo here.
You already know it. Let's get into this letter.
Salutations and good evening, Mojo and Jeff. My wife and I have been married for 18 years, and she is college educated and has worked her entire life, with the exception of a few years off when our kids were very young. For the past 13 years, my wife has worked for the same employer, and in my opinion, it is an abusive relationship. The company simply does not value her, and is taking advantage of her goodwill. I have reason to believe that they are making a healthy margin contracting her out to government projects. Each year, her company has a sob story about why raises will not be given or will be really small. Her raises have been 1% to 1.5% each year, and she says to me, they can't afford to pay me more. In inflation-adjusted dollars, she made less now than she did when she started. Her employer has furloughed her many times throughout the year, and over the past 13 years, she stays year after year, out of fear, in a form of Stockholm Syndrome. I just saw her W-2, and she made $25,000 last year only because of her low pay and lack of consistent hours. And why would a college-educated professional with 13 years at her current employer continue to work for less amount of money? I do comparatively well, so she could leave the job if she wanted to and literally work anything else. I asked her to look beyond her job and possibly her profession, and she said to me, what do you suggest given that money is not an issue for us as a couple? I feel like she has joined some abusive cult. She needs to look for a new job, but I fear she is unmotivated to improve our financial situation and will just stay with her abusive employer out of fear. What should I do? Sincerely, my wife is tripping.
Well,
Well.
Mojo,
I'm listening.
can you help this lady and her poor husband out?
It's a sad situation because you have so many people out here that are just committed to the job. Just for the job, they go in. They great people. They great individuals. They pour a whole lot into the job, and they don't get a lot in return. The job oftentimes uses its people as opposed to utilize them. Now, her husband, he understands her worth because he brought up the fact of she's college educated, overly qualified for the job, and they just putting her out there as far as to just do this stuff, get everything done as far as with these contracts, and they just pretty much leasing her out for a little bit of nothing, and they making substantial gains off her. But from what he was talking about as far as the W-2s, that $25,000 is only like, what, $10,000 over the median income.
No, it's
For as far as an individual.
It's 10,000 under.
Under? Oh, see, now I got a different approach. Sweetie, you tripping. I know you want to go out there and just, mingle around and do some things, be a part of this whole relationship and just have something to do, It's some self-fulfillment. But you know what gives most people, men, women, fat babies, cats, dogs, the most fulfillment? Getting full. So, damn all that. Damn all that. You need to find something to do. Or matter of fact, you know what? If I'm the husband, I'm going to help quicken the situation. She don't necessarily want to quit because it's that fear thing as far as being job scared. A lot of people are job scared. He needs to help kind of quicken the situation.
Yeah, we'll get back to that. So I just want to tell y'all now, on season 1, we did an episode similar to this.
You're right.
And y'all got to get something through your heads. It's because you got a college degree. That doesn't mean you're going to make a lot of money. It literally just means you have a college degree. And we told y'all in season 1, there's only one person on your job concerned with how much money you make.
You.
And that person is you.
The individual you.
So if you don't give a damn about how much money you make,
They damn sure ain't.
if you're not going to speak up about your money,
They don't care.
if you're not going to press them for a raise, you're not going to get it.
Not at all.
They are there to turn a profit. That's it. All this looking for fulfillment and self-worth out of your job, these people are going to take advantage of you every single time. You need to make them pay you your worth. And if you don't know your worth, this is the situation you end up in. You basically end up being corporate minimum wage, is how I always put it.
Right.
And so the other thing that we told y'all is on a job, they're going to tell you, oh man, come in, pay your dues, do all this stuff. Man, look, start low, stay low. If you come in making it, like, there is no job anywhere where you start off making $25,000 and then you end up making like $100,000. It just doesn't happen. If they haven't paid you within 2 or 3 years of you being there, they're not going to.
Nope.
So you have to make it important to make sure that you don't end up in a situation like this lady where you are, for all general purposes, getting corporately slaved out. Because that's what you're doing.
I see, I don't go for stuff like that.
No, see, let me tell you. See, we're going to help y'all. See, we're going to give y'all some personal freedom today. We're going to help y'all. Mojo.
I'm listening.
You ever been without a job?
Hell yeah. Plenty time.
You ever been fired?
Fired? Quit before they fired me. Them doors swing both ways. They ain't got to push me out. I kick them some over.
That's one way to do it. See, let me help y'all here. If you ever in your life been fired or quit or whatever, because that's like most people's biggest fear, is like to come home one day and be like, damn, I don't have a job. Guess what, y'all? It ain't as bad as folks make it out to be.
It ain't that bad.
And it's honestly like, once you go through that, so whatever your biggest fear is, once you experience that, so if your biggest fear is, I'm gonna get fired, I'm not gonna have any money, you're gonna find out it just really, you made it a lot to do about nothing. Because let me tell you, if they fired this lady, they'd be doing her a favor, because now she is freed up to go find something that's actually going to pay her what she is worth. If you're at your job working for little of nothing, quit. You can go find,
Might as well.
Trust me, y'all, $25,000. Oh, it's a whole lot of jobs you can do that's gonna pay that, and you ain't gonna have to deal with none of this stress.
Right.
So she is too scared to free herself. So, like Mojo said earlier, as the husband, we're here to protect our women.
Damn right.
We're here to support our women.
Damn right.
We're here to help our women quit if need be.
You damn right.
So, how do you help your wife quit? If you're a husband, how do you help your wife quit?
That's a good question.
Now we're going to learn you something. See, here's my idea of helping my wife quit. So at this point, we 13 years in. Obviously, she said something to her job, maybe about her pay. They're not listening. He said they give them a sob story, talking about how the money just isn't there.
But she might be a very soft-spoken, sweet woman.
And she might be, and those
Very
tend to be
timid.
the people who get taken advantage of.
Right.
So
A lot of times.
the husband sitting there thinking, and he said my wife they taking advantage of her goodwill. That's what he said.
Right.
So it sounds like she's a very nice, sweet person, just don't want confrontation, don't want to rock the boat. And as a husband, you got to come in and rock the boat. See, you got to show up at that company picnic in your finest fighting attire.
Fine as ever.
I'm talking about them grass cutting jeans, or the jeans, whatever them pants are you paint and do your housework in.
Them carpenter shorts.
There you go. Yes, carpenter shorts. The shorts that a roofer would wear in the summer.
That T-shirt that for no reason got like 7 holes in it, but your belly button out too.
That
That
one.
T-shirt with
That
one
one.
sleeve kind of halfway torn.
Got all kind of paint stains on it.
Like you just got through wrestling in that something.
Probably a little blood on it too.
Yeah, that's what you want.
You need to wear that. You need to go to that company Christmas party and make it a party they'll never forget. It shouldn't even be it should not even be referred to as a fight. Because it should be so out of hand that they start using old ass terms to refer to what you did. Oh, it was a melee.
A slobber knocker.
That was a dust up. A Donnybrook. Yeah, see, you need to pull up in the parking lot. They need to see you coming and be like, "Oh, this ain't nothing good coming out of this." Cause boy, they need to see that old Ford Ranger coming in that parking lot, all kind of smoke kicking up off of it.
I ain't lying.
Windows down, your hand hanging out of it, holding like 2 natty lights.
Of a used to be 8-pack of natty.
Yep, he been getting ready.
Smoking a do-rag, one in your hand, the other one in
hanging
your
off
lip.
There you go.
Grass cutting shoes on with the ones that talk like this. Like this in the front.
Looking like it's doing the gator chomp.
Mm-hmm.
And look, the door to that truck should swing open before the truck stops. You ought to, like, when you put that run over shoe on the ground, you ought to slide a little bit with it. Cause they ought to know you mean business.
Hook slide, went in second base.
You so amped up to get out of the box, you couldn't even put the car in park. It's in the background, just slowly easing its way through. Somebody world star video of this melee. And you ought to be bumping 3-6 Mafia.
Oh yeah, more definitely.
They got to hear that before you even. They should hear the 3-6 Mafia before you even get into sight.
That's the soundtrack of ass whooping. That's the soundtrack of ass whooping.
Like you just know somebody has pulled up to your function with ill intentions when you hear, "I bet you won't
hit a motherfucker, hit a motherfucker, push a motherfucker, push a motherfucker."
See, that lets people know you mean business when you pull up. They don't even. People who ain't got nothing to do with this gonna already be getting ready.
That's when you hear stuff like that. That's called officially. Oh, he with the shit. That's with the shit music.
There you go. That is the soundtrack to a nigga footing.
You're right. That ain't that Tasha. Oh, he look like he with the shit.
He either showing up to whoop the boss or her work husband. One of them two, both of them gonna be getting ready because they don't know who he coming after till he actually hit the picnic and actually declared that he is fighting such and such individual. They don't know. Everybody got to be ready. So that's what you got to do. You got to show up. I'm talking about when I say in your finest fighting attire, you supposed to be showing up like you repping a gang, and that gang is homeless.
Homeless?
Outside. You got to be showing up looking like it just all went bad. Just no shower. You know how dirty you got to be to have like dirt stains on your skin?
On BFI, on dumpster juice. On dumpster juice mouth. Slime them out.
What you repping? Waste management, fool? What's up? Yeah, you got to show up like that. And after you're done, your wife will no longer have a job, and what you wanted to be accomplished is accomplished. You have now freed your wife from that job.
Exactly. And, you make a substantial amount of money, so you ain't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? It's just simple assault. Simple misdemeanor, little trespass and charge. Man, you get past all that.
Yeah.
That pay fines in some state.
Man, look, you ain't talking about giving up nothing but a couple of Saturdays every now and then.
Just a little anger management. Man, you'll be all right.
That's it.
6 months, 6 to 18 months, you through with all that.
It would be expunged from your record.
But going forward, hey, man, everything is great.
And see,
sky's the limit for your wife.
Here's the other thing it's going to help your wife with. Now, on her next job, she now has an incentive to go on there and demand her proper pay because she knows what the alternative is. The alternative is your husband showing up in an old El Camino with a bunch of niggas in the back ready to tear up the company Christmas party. You don't even know where he got the El Camino from. You've never seen it before. It don't even matter. That is a stay-ready car.
Got that old bubble box Chevy just pulling up for no reason. With the pipes on. Why you got pipes on?
Just so you can, to let you know I'm on the way. Let you know I'm on the way.
I'm on the way.
So now, again, She knows her worth. She also know her husband is a plumb damn fool
Right.
who don't mind whooping her boss. And I'm here to tell you, as one of them husbands, it works.
Just shoot high.
Yeah, hey man, I'm here to support my wife in all facets. And if that means that I got to pull up on a job or something, help somebody get an understanding, I'm willing to do that. But what ain't gonna be tolerated is you taking advantage of my wife. And that's this guy's situation. He knows his wife is being taken advantage of. He's trying to fix it, but he's relying on his wife to fix it. See, in relationships, it's a give and take. Like, the areas I'm weak in, you supposed to fill in for me and be strong there. And this is what this is. Okay, she's not going to say anything about it.
I ain't good at sandwiching. I ain't good at sandwiching at all. I don't know if it's meat, cheese, mayo. Sandwiching ain't my thing.
Like I said, you just got to be, I got to back you up in the areas you're weak in.
That yin and yang.
You got to back me up. So if you don't have the gumption it takes to go and press your balls at the water cooler and get what you need to get pay-wise, I'll help you. I don't mind sitting on the hood of his car waiting on him.
I ain't lying.
I'm about it. Look, I ain't got nothing better to do than to sit out and figure out his routines and patterns and see what he, when he go to the office, what's his parking space, what kind of car he drive. I'm with all that. If we gonna get an understanding.
Check his ass like hockey.
There it is. And hey, speaking of checks, if they don't want to act right and they want to take advantage of my wife, they can read some Nikes. Know what reading Nikes is?
Stomp.
There you go.
Not the Kirk Franklin variety.
Onside kick. Hands team.
Hands team, baby.
So that's what we got for you. Don't press your wife to confront these folks. You do it. And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I think everybody is just a couple of phone calls removed from some people who don't mind doing any of this type of stuff. Keep some of them folks around you. Keep some folks who ain't saved around you.
Your your cousin boop.
That's it. Just a phone call away.
Pookie now.
He ready to fight somebody.
Any of your folks that got in them as far as the attachment for their name. Charles and them around. Keep your cousin Charles now. Antoinita and them. Mm-hmm. Call them.
Yep.
Get it done.
They ready. They been waiting on. What's up, cuz? Hey man, I need to ask. So man, who messing with you? Hey, bro. Bro, I'll be over there in a second. He been sitting around all day waiting to fight somebody.
Exactly.
You just made it convenient, so now he ain't got to try and find a fight. He just pulling up at one. Mm-hmm. Done swung and hit somebody, have nothing to do with anything. Just, hey, who is it, cuz? Oh, my bad, bro. All right. That's what you need.
He work in the mail room.
He know now. Yes, everybody else do too. Just slap somebody in the break room. It don't even matter why. Just hit them.
But that's how it gotta go down.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, we're just trying to help y'all. So, hey, this has been another episode of Asking for a Friend. I'm your host, Jeff Knows Money.
I'm Mojo Hill.
And if you want to be featured in this segment, email the show, info@TalkingCashPodcast, or you can DM us on social media. We're on Twitter @TalkingCash. We're on Instagram @TalkingCashPodcast. And we are even on the Facebook, Talking Cash Podcast. We'll be back next week with some more help.